Right here, I have a 2023 bottle of Acqua di Giò Parfum. And right here, I have a 2021 sample of Acqua di Giò Profumo. I'm going to spray these on my wrist and see how they compare. So Acqua di Giò Parfum will go on my right wrist. And Acqua di Giò Profumo will go on my left wrist. So right away I notice more of an incense note in the Acqua di Giò Profumo. There also seems to be a little bit more patchouli. However, due to there being less incense in the Acqua di Giò Parfum, the patchouli is a little more prominent. Personally, I love both. They are very, very similar scents, and I'd personally say that you can't go wrong with either of them. And having them both right in my face, both with their own openings, I can tell the difference between the two. But if someone were to walk by me wearing one of them, I honestly wouldn't be able to tell which one is which. Now that they've had a little more time to settle down, they're nearly identical. And I do see why Armani discontinued Acqua di Giò Profumo and then made Acqua di Giò Parfum and made it basically the same scent. They made the Profumo back in 2015 and it's a masterpiece. Just a gorgeous scent. However, in 2022, they made Acqua di Giò Eau de Parfum. And you can't just have an eau de toilette and an eau de parfum of a fragrance. You have to have the parfum as well. And Acqua di Giò Profumo is a gorgeous, well-loved fragrance. So to make a fragrance that's basically the same and put it in a bottle that says parfum in 2023 actually does make sense. To my nose, the parfum is just a tad bit sweeter. The Profumo is just a bit bolder than the parfum. Honestly, you can't go wrong with either of them. They're both phenomenal fragrances. And also, Profumo and Parfum are the same word with the same meaning, just one's Italian and one's French. And I like what they did with the Acqua di Giò lineup of the Eau de Toilette, Eau de Parfum, and now the Parfum. Because the Eau de Parfum, to my nose, stays a little more true to the Acqua di Giò Eau de Toilette that everyone knows and loves. Whereas the Parfum stays more true to the Acqua di Giò Profumo that everyone knows and loves. So while discontinuing such an iconic scent like Acqua di Giò Profumo is a bit sad, I personally would say that they did its legacy justice with the Acqua di Giò Parfum. Yeah, they smell pretty much identical. I would say 97 or 98% identical to each other. They smell close enough to each other that when I picked up a bottle of Acqua di Giò Parfum recently, it was able to evoke the same memories that I had with my sample of Acqua di Giò Profumo when I went on vacation in Miami. I was trying to figure out what fragrance I wanted to wear to Miami, and this sample size, being 5 milliliters, was perfect. And also, Acqua di Giò Profumo is just iconic, and it's so good in warm weather. And I'm happy to say that it's the same case with Acqua di Giò Parfum. This scent has depth to it, it has richness to it, and it doesn't get cloying in warm weather. It's just very smooth and relaxed and just gorgeous. Smooth and relaxed with a lot of presence. I will say that the incense in Acqua di Giò Profumo is a little bit drier and just a touch woodier, but the absence of most of that in Acqua di Giò Parfum is not at all a deal breaker for me personally. As I've said before, there's hardly any difference between these fragrances. I'm really trying to nitpick here. And that is my comparison between Acqua di Giò Parfum 2023 and Acqua di Giò Profumo. I'm guessing 2021 because that's when I bought it. Might be 2020. Though there are some differences in the opening. Once they dry down a little bit, just even a few minutes, they're pretty much identical. You seriously can't go wrong with either of these fragrances. And as always, thank you for watching.